and welcome to the 15th race of the NASCAR Microsoft Cup Series, bringing to you live at Michigan International Speedway, the fastest track on our schedule. 50 laps here on this 2-mile oval. Jimmie Johnson in the 48 will start on the pole today besides Ryan Newman. Once again, last week, Kyle Busch in the 18 machine came, not even Kyle Busch, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88 machine came home with the win at the road course at Mid-Ohio. And he's starting back outside the top 20, but let's see what he can do. He's currently 4th in points right now. Ryan Newman in the 31 machine has gone into a little bit of a slump now. He still averages a top 10 finishes these races, but he needs to get going if he wants to take that points lead away from the 18 car of Kyle Busch. And speaking of the 18 car of Kyle Busch has been absolutely amazing so far through the last 5 races. 5 straight top 10s with a win at Dover. Let's see if any of these drivers can do excuse me, to get a win here. A lot of drafting with the package we have here today. There's gonna be a lot of drafting taking place on this 2-mile oval. Let's see if anyone's gonna come to play here. The field will be bunched up. Alright, let's go downstairs for the command of the firing of the engines.
Drivers, start your engines.
Alright, so field's rolling off. Let's go and look at our starting lineups here. So let's get on the pole is Jimmie Johnson, and beside him is Ryan Newman. Second row has Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch. Third row, Carl Edwards and Kasey Kahne. Fourth row is Tony Stewart and Denny Hamlin. Fifth row is Joe Lohano and Dillon. Sixth row is Matt Kenseth and Trevor Bayne. Eighth row is Trevor Bayne and Danica Patrick. Oh shit, I messed this up. Anyway, Joe Lohano, Dillon. 6th row, Matt Kenseth, Trevor Bayne. 7th row is Danica Patrick and Aric Almirola. 8th row is Kurt Busch and Earnhardt Jr. 9th row is Clint Bowyer and Keslowski. 10th row, Kasey Kahne and Hornish Jr. 11th row has Jeff Gordon and Greg Biffle. 12th row is McMurray and Reed Sorenson. And let's go and look at our rest of the lineups here. So like we said here, yeah, this package we have here this week at Michigan will allow you to drive pretty well, I should really say. And we're gonna have pretty much a bunch up field throughout the whole race, especially for the at least the top 20 here. And yeah, we'll see how this runs. So a lot of drivers just looking for a win here, try to get themselves into the chase, or to advance to the position further to the place and get an extra 3 points if they win the race. Pace cars are in, and Jimmie Johnson is the control car here. And we are underway. Four wide in the backstretch as they come off the backstretch. Ryan Newman, Kevin Harvick, Carl Edwards back there. Jimmie Johnson also there too. 3 wide for second position. But anyway, Jimmie Johnson will lead that first lap. Here comes Carl Edwards in 19, now looking for another position, making it 3 wide for third. Here comes Ryan Newman on the outside. That draft is powerful. Trying to using that high lane, try to take the lead away. And he will have the lead. Here comes Kyle Busch to the outside now. Using very high in the lane here. I'm not sure if that's going to work. Maybe off the groove a little bit. He's going to fall down another position. Here goes Jimmie Johnson once again, try to fight for the race lead once again, but Ryan Newman will lead that lap. Oh, Brad Keselowski back there. Almost got turned by Kurt Busch. Very close call there. And by the way, Aric Almirola had a problem on pit road, as you saw it there, and he's currently out. Currently just about to get off pit road, and he's already one lap down in the race. Kyle Busch trying to look to that outside again. Feel that spread out a little bit. Alright, Regan continues to lead. Kevin Harvick also looking now there too. Ryan Newman using help of Jimmie Johnson 48, trying to push him to the race lead. Kyle Busch trying to still use that outside lane. Doesn't look like it doesn't use. Kyle Busch doesn't look like it works well on the outside. Well, into the turn, but out of the turn, you can make it a pretty good run off that corner to maybe get at least side by side. Jimmie Johnson now side by side with Ryan Newman. It's like just about two-packed field right now. A little separation in the back of the field right now. Ryan Newman using help with Kyle Busch to get there too. Dale Jr. back in the picture as well. Kyle Busch bump drafting, looks like Ryan Newman. Get shot. Whoa, they get in the wall there, and wow. That was very close. Woo. Looks like they got on the wall. Cole Edwards around. A big wreck behind them, upside down. The big one here at Michigan. What a terrible crash. We're racing it back to the line here. Pretty much all cars by the 47 car of Adrian. All the cars were reacting to it, and that's what caused this big wreck here. You see Carl Edwards destroyed. You see Jimmy McMurray too. Wow. And first caution is out here on lap number 7. I said at least 10 or 15 cars were involved in that wreck, I should say. But it all started with the 19 car coming back across the track and just caused a big wreck. There was absolutely nowhere to go. And Carl Edwards was running 9th in points, and he had a bad day at Mid-Ohio too, and that's just going to make the situation worse for the 19 machine. He was running very well in points until those 2 races. You see also Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the 46 car of Michael and Nat also have wrecked. Cars should be coming down pit roads. Let's see who's going to stay out. Looks like every single car's gonna come down pit roads here. There's no cars coming out onto pit off the track. And once again, Almindinger is 1 lap down, or multiple laps down. She's going to take it here. It looks like Jimmie Johnson will. Alright, let's see what happened to cause the big wreck here. How about this? This wreck all started with teammates. Matt Kenseth gets into the rear of Carl Edwards, as you see it there. Spins him out. And Carl Edwards goes shooting right across the racetrack, slams the wall, and is not done yet. As you see, Michael Annett, nowhere to go. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., nowhere to go. Sorenson over and watch all the rest of the cars get collected here. Kasey Mears had a piece of it. Cole Witt too. You see Jay McMurray as well too. And pretty much those cars are pretty much done for today, especially Carl Edwards. We gotta see that at another angle here, man. But once again, it started with teammates here. Actually 4 wide between Dillon Jr. and Kasey Mears. Kasey Kahne call as my kids. You see him spin around there. Gets him into the wall. We'll see everyone avoids it, but he comes back across the racetrack and slams right into Michael Annett there. Sends him over. We'll say everyone went on the low side, but if you went on that high side, you were very lucky that you avoided the wreck, which everyone, pretty much a lot of cars did. Wow. Let's see it from full time here. So they're coming off 4. You see them spinning around. But watch this. Violent wreck there. Oh yeah. Pretty violent there. We saw it there. Let's see here. Let's go on board of the one car Jimmie McMurray and see what he saw in that wreck. Pretty much had nowhere to go. Just right to the rest of the field there. Let's see what on board. Let's see what Carl Edwards saw. And yeah, that's what. And there goes the camera there. Terrible wreck by Carl Edwards there. Alrighty, we're back here live here at Michigan. So, 10 laps in today's race here. About to go green next time by. Let's go and look at your top 10 rundown. So, first is Jimmie Johnson. Second is Ryan Newman. Third is Kyle Busch. Fourth is Denny Hamlin. Fifth is Matt Kenseth, who pretty much calls the wreck there. Sixth is Dillon Jr. Seventh is Kevin Harvick. Eighth is Brad Keselowski. Ninth is Hornish Jr. And right at the top 10 is Kasey Kahne. Some cars here also. This is a race that instead of Talladega and Daytona that you can, where underdog teams can really race well here too. Pretty much at the big 2.5-mile tracks, not super speedway tracks. Well, they're super speedway tracks, but since they're 2 miles, but they don't have a restricted plate, so they're still are speedways. We also have some cars also. Actually, let's go and go down here. Cars that retired out of the race. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Michael Annett, Carl Edwards, and Jamie McMurray are the cars that retire out of the race. Alright, let's see what's going to happen here for first restart of the race here. Alright, pace car's off here. Jimmie Johnson is going to lead him back to green. And we're back underway here in Michigan. Here comes Denny Hamlin, the 11 machine. Up to second now. Has not won a race so far. Once again, Jimmie Johnson looking for his second win on the season. Back multiple drivers here. 3 wide for third. And here comes Dillon Jr. to the inside. Briefly made a 4 wide, but the caution is out. And Truex Jr. is around in the 78 machine. And that does bring out the caution. It looks like Larson was involved too, and so is Aric Almirola. And yes, the caution was out before they crossed the finish line. So they'll make it go around one more time. As those two cars are just fighting out, I believe what happened was those two cars crossed the finish line, so they raced a lot. But these cars were already crossed the finish line, so that's the reason why they were already slow. Alright, see if we're gonna have any takers on pit road here. Then we'll see what happens to the 78 machine. The 78 doesn't look like he has too much damage on his car, so he may continue, but he's not really having a good race so far. He's already pretty much outside the top 30 once the restart happened. And this pretty much made it even more worse. Alright, let's see he's gonna stay out. Let's see if there's any takers here. So it's 44 Reed Sorenson, Trevor Bayne. It looks like half the field looks like so it's just a couple of cars going to come out pit road here. This seems like a quarter of the field is on pit road here. Maybe just getting some tires to maybe top off on field. Of course, the 78 cars is on pit road because he spun. Let's see what happens to the 78 car of Truex Jr. Alright, so here's what happened. They were all bunched up with the 47 car of Aric Almirola here in cold weather. So it's pretty much with all the red cars is, and he just got turned there. Aric Almirola with nowhere to go here. Let's watch that again one more time here. So we'll see what happened is the 42 car of Kyle Larson hooks the back bumper of Michael McDowell. McDowell comes to Kasey Kahne, and McDowell turns Truex Jr., which turns the 47 car of Aric Almirola, and so as the the 42 car of Kyle Larson collects him too. So yeah, and Truex Jr. having a pretty good season so far here, but this may set him back too. This look like he has too much damage to his car, but he will definitely continue the race. He's currently 12th in points. One more time here. Like I said, the 42 car gets to Michael McDowell there, and which turns pretty much everyone in the back there too. I wonder if that damage for the 47 car is gonna end the race for him, but we'll find out after that. Let's look on board Truex Jr. and see what he saw. He does have damage to the front. I didn't see it coming until the last second. Alright, back here live at Michigan International Speedway. 15 laps into today's race. Let's go and look at our top 10 rundown once again. So, first is Jimmie Johnson. Second is Denny Hamlin. Third is Matt Kenseth. Fourth is Earnhardt Jr. Fifth is Kyle Busch. Sixth is Kevin Harvick. Seventh is Ryan Newman. Eighth is Hornish Jr. Ninth is Kasey Kahne. And right up the top 10 is Brad Keselowski. So pretty much a half and half that, so half of the drivers in the top 10 won and half of the drivers in the top 10 haven't won. So it's pretty much half and half really, but there's some good runs here so far, especially for the 9-car Stenhouse Jr. He's actually currently inside the top 16, so how about that for he's actually two from the cutoff line. So he's in 14th. So pretty much good run here so far this season for the Newman. Let's see if we can continue it up. Hello. No. No. Okay. Alright. Alright. For the last 15 races, the Dodge Charger has been our pace car throughout the whole season. But it may now change in the next few races if we go into a different newer car. But we'll see what happens. If anyone else wants to swap to the pace cars here. Pace car lights are off. There you go. Yeah. Aric Almirola in the 47th has retired out of the race. So there's now all the cars on the racetrack are on the lead lap. And Aric Almirola was running 15th in points, so he probably will be outside the top 16 after this race. So once again, only one driver is outside the top 16, but does have a one, which is Matt Kenseth in the 20. But currently, he's having some good runs so far this race, throughout the last couple of races. So he may easily be in the top 16 after this race, so long as he doesn't wreck here. But I want you to take a look at some of these drivers that are still currently in the top 16. Once again, we have some of these drivers outside, let's say outside the top 16. You have Kevin Harvick, Matt Kenseth, Denny Hamlin, Trevor, Biffle, McMurray. I mean, some of these big name drivers that are now outside the top 16. But pretty much all the drivers we have seen so far this race are running in that position. So this will be a tough battle to get into that top 16, and throughout the rest of this race. Because once we get down to the wire, we must have a pretty good run in the chase. I don't know what I just said there. Alright, here we go once again here. Pace car's gonna come down pit road here. And Jimmie Johnson is your control car. Let's look on board him through the restart here. That's one left for Jimmie Johnson. Dale Jr. looking for second place over Denny Hamlin. Yes, almost clearing for him. And Dale Jr. is looking for 2 in a row right now. goes Kyle Busch for third over Dale Jr. once again. Once again, Jimmie Johnson out front right now. Ryan Newman, the 31, has fallen off to 7th position. He remains on the high side. You don't really want to be on the high side here, or you will fall back. And that's what's pretty much happening to the 31 car right now. You have to make sure you be on that black stuff to make your car drive, or if you get out of it, your car will be done. Good bump draft from Kyle Busch to Denny Hamlin there, trying to catch up to Jimmie Johnson. Dale Jr. run high there. He's gonna make it 3 wide. Yeah, that's what happens if you run the high side, especially off turn number 3, and you will fall back. Here we go here, Denny Hamlin looking there for Kyle Busch there. Pretty much most of Jimmie Johnson has pulled away actually a little bit over Kyle Busch and Denny Hamlin there, so yeah. Here comes Kasey Kahne to the inside of Denny Hamlin looking for 3rd position. Dale Jr. is also trying to look and see what he can try to do. Right away, here comes Kyle Busch now. Had a good run off the front, off the curve 4, which catched up to him with that draft. Matt Kenseth there with Kevin Harvick looking, battling. But as these tires were off, the speed will get slower. It was 210 miles an hour there, coming off that corner. Two-car breakaway action between Jimmie Johnson and Kyle Busch, but pretty much most of the field's piling out for 3rd position here. There was a 2-car push, almost like a 2-car tandem. It seemed like when they came off the front stretch there. But it's key to be pretty much single file, because if you get side by side, the car in front you will pull away, or the car in the back will get right to your bumper. That's the reason why Jimmie Johnson and Kyle Busch pulled away with it between those 4 cars battling it out. But since they're side by side, they're now catching back to them now. So most of the field's now single file now. Until you get back to like Ryan Newman and Tony Stewart there. We'll see what Dillon will do. Is he gonna try to take it 3 wide here? This is for the 10th position, but he doesn't. Halfway here, almost here at Michigan, with the FireCrackers Casino 400. If he gets out of the, as you see, if he gets out of there, but that draft will bring him back on in. So we'll see what happens here off the turn number 2 here. Got a pretty good run off 2 here, and once you stay in that draft, you will easily catch up to the Vckers. See Kasey Kahne doing that right now. So it looks like a 3-car breakaway here for the top 3 positions so far right now. Both Jimmie Johnson and Kyle Busch do have wins this year. Jimmie Johnson with a win at Auto Club, and Kyle Busch with 2 wins at Martinsville and Dover. But he looks like he has a fast car to get his 3rd win of the season. He also had a fast car at Mid-Ohio, but just couldn't pass Dillon Jr. for the race win there. And he hoped he had help with the 19 car of Carl Evans, but it still didn't work. But he still came off 2nd place. But once again, Kyle Busch's average of a top, he's continuing to average a top 10 throughout the whole race. He's averaging an 8th place finish coming to here. Compared to Ryan Newman's 9 compared to Ryan Newman's 10th average finish of 9.8. And the thing is, Kyle Busch only has 2 finishes outside the top 10, and that's at Las Vegas and at Talladega, where he crashed out. And then for Ryan Newman, the 31 machine he has 5 finishes outside the top 10. And that's pretty much what is the impact here. All right, here we go, coming down to pit road, about to get ready for green flag pit stops here. Kyle Busch and Kasey Kahne came on the pit road. They will have to make at least one more pit stop to make it the rest of the way, so that's going to be important. So fuel strategy may be important at the end of this race here. It looks like Jimmie Johnson will come down the pit road now. Which looks like the rest of the field will come down pit road as well. Some cars do stay out here. New leader for right now is the 44 car Regan Sorenson. So he will grab a new bonus point. 2 extra bonus points as well. And Regan Sorenson continues to stay out here. He's trying to look for a caution to pretty much everyone's strategy right now. So as the 23 car of JJ Yeley and the 38 car David Gilland, they're trying to stay out too. They also have Ryan Vckers and Nicole Witt still staying out as well. Followed by the 32 car as well, that's the same thing. But actually, if I'm correct, these cars did hit it on the last caution flag compared to the leaders, so they still have about a good good five laps before they have to come down to pit road here. I bet you right now the caution will be their friend. Right now, if they do pit, Jimmie Johnson will remain your race lead. The top 3 are currently still running the same thing from 8th through 10th, which is Jimmie Johnson, Kyle Busch, and Kasey Kahne. But I bet you, if the caution does come out, but we have strategy is really going to be in play, because if the caution comes out, pretty much the from first through 5, the top 5 right now will be the winner pretty much, as the rest of the field will be probably 1 lap down. And all I have to do is possibly fuel strategy will be possibly in play if we say green the rest of the way as well. But look at this battle here. If the caution does not come back, this is pretty much will be the race for the win here. But here comes Kyle Busch to the inside. He's almost trying to split the middle there to take a 3 wide, but Kyle Busch got a little loose there. Jimmie Johnson has to run on the outside. Right, Keslowski's there too. Look at the inside of Kasey Kahne now. There comes David Gilland to pit road now. Right, Keslowski looks to the inside Kasey Kahne now. We didn't see Brad. I bet you we want to know where Keslowski came from. Now looking for the second position over Kyle Busch too. And here comes Reed Sorenson and J.G. to pit road. I believe that they have enough fuel now to make it the rest of the way, but we have to find out there in a moment. We're gonna have a 5-car race looks like for the win here, unless fuel strategy comes into play. Kasey Kahne looks to the inside of Kyle Busch here. Let's see what happens. Oh, Brad Keselowski dive bombed me at moving Kasey Kahne out of the way. He got third position. Kasey Kahne maybe falling back even more. Kevin Harvick got to the inside. Here comes Kyle Busch to the inside of Jimmie Johnson now. Not enough, but Brad Keselowski looking on the high side. He looks like he has the fastest car in the race so far. They have officially passed Reed Sorenson, which means now the new leader will be the 48 car Jimmie Johnson now. So officially green flag pit stops are done. But now I have to talk about fuel now. Do they have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way? Will there be a caution? So it's going to be a 5-car race to the lead here. So let's look at our top 10 rundown. First is Jimmie Johnson, second is Brad Keselowski, third is Kyle Busch, fourth is Kasey Kahne, fifth is Kevin Harvick, sixth is Denny Hamlin, seventh is Earnhardt Jr, eighth is Clint Bowyer, ninth is Hornish Jr, and right up the top 10 is Matt Kenseth. Down ahead, 11th, Kurt Busch, 12th, David Regan, 13th, Greg Biffle, 14th, Aric Almirola, but down in 15th, 14th down Austin Dillon, but he's trying to get 13th. 16th is Paul Menard, 17th Ryan Newman, 18th is Reed Sorenson, 19th is JJ, and right at the top 20 is Joe Lohano. And those two cars, Reed Sorenson and JJ, those cars can make it the rest of the way, as we have a 3-car breakaway between Kyle Busch, Brad Keselowski, and Kyle Busch. Brad Keselowski has not won a race yet this season so far. Here we go. 11 laps to go. Oh, Brad Keselowski using that outside lane to the advantage. He's looking for the race lead for the first time today. And he will clear Jimmie Johnson. What a run by Brad Keselowski there. Jimmie Johnson pretty much been the dominant car of the day, but Brad Keselowski definitely has the faster car. Kyle Busch to inside Jimmie Johnson now for second. And Brad Keselowski's pulling away now. But I'm telling you right now, guys, what a race we've been having so far. But we can tell that even though you pull away from the lead, you're not going to have it all for a long amount of time, because that draft is so strong that you must have to make sure that you know what you're doing. But here goes Jimmie Johnson looking to get to the inside now, Brad Keselowski. There we go. I'm gonna see the deal if they're gonna catch it to a bottle of Bondi during the end of the race here. Here goes Jimmie Johnson now looking to the outside. Kevin Harvick to the inside, 3 wide for the race lead. Who's gonna have the advantage? Jimmie Johnson does off turn number 2. It will clear Brad Keselowski. Kyle Busch looking now too. We also got to recognize in the back of the field now, these cars, Denny Hamlin, Dillon Jr, and Clint Bowyer, they're catching up to them because they're running 3 wide side by side. Kyle Busch to the inside now. Pretty much the preferring line on turn number 1 is the outside, but it depends on turn number 2. Oh, Kyle Busch got a little loose there off turn number 2. Here comes Brad Keselowski now. Brad Keselowski continue to look on that outside. Five laps to go here at Michigan. Also, once again, we still have to know, do they have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way? Brad Keselowski back on the outside now. Running side by side. And Brad Keselowski has cleared the 48 car Jimmie Johnson.
Oh, shoot.
And Jimmie Johnson's falling away. He's now back to 3rd position and maybe falling back to 4th now. Kyle Busch is now there once again on Brad Keselowski bumper. To the inside now. Will it work? It didn't. And Brad Keselowski is now trying to pull away for the rest of the field. This is his home track also. And what a win it will be. And he's continuing to pull away for the rest of the field now. Okay, with 3 laps to go. Now Kevin Harvick's up to 2nd now. To the inside. Can he stick it? It's very tough to go on the inside here at Michigan, and it's not really working well. Kevin Harvick's still there. Kyle Busch now looking to the inside of Kevin Harvick now. This time by, we're going to have 2 laps to go. Once again, do they have enough fuel to make it the rest of the way? And it looks like the 32 car, the 4 car's going to block Kyle Busch there. And he's going to look to the inside. What a run by Kevin Harvick. Can he clear him off coming to turn number 1? And he will. What a run by Kevin Harvick. He's down to the race to lead. They will catch up to the lap car. Let's see what's going to happen. To the inside, Brad Keselowski has to run off Kevin Harvick.
Okay.
This time by. We're coming to the white flag this time by here at Michigan. Oh no, Bobby LeBoy blocks Kevin Harvick. Here goes Brad Keselowski. 1 lap to go here at Michigan. Now Brad Keselowski, and they're going to split him 3 wide. Brad Keselowski with the advantage. Kevin Harvick way outside. And he gets a run off the corner, down to the back stretch of the final time here at Michigan. Brad Keselowski, Kevin Harvick. Kevin Harvick has cleared Brad Keselowski. Off turn number 3 and coming to turn number 4. Does Brad Keselowski have anything? Off turn number 4 here. But this is not going to be off for Brad Keselowski. Kevin Harvick will win here at Michigan. Oh, baby. What a finish. What a win for the 4 car of Kevin Harvick. Pretty much steals a win pretty much for everyone that was racing here. We did not expect Kevin Harvick to win this race, but guess what he has? He pretty much using pit road strategy to win this race. He kept it. He was outside the top 10. Got a very good pit stop. And that's what they pretty much gets him the win today here at Michigan. And we didn't think Kevin Harvick was way outside there. If you got way outside, you might have just messed up your rest of the race. But I forgot what I was about to say. You messed me up.
I didn't mess you up. I just walked in the room.
Oh.
Outside. They were outside the ring. Outside.
Yeah. But like I said, we thought if you got on the outside way too high, you will mess up. But it did not work but it worked for Kevin Harvick somehow. He used outside. And that was pretty much the only way he had to do in order to take the win. And that's why he did it. Because if you use that inside line, you better be lucky until you get it. And pretty much the lap car kind of helped to Brad Keselowski, but it didn't help all enough. Alright, let's look at our finishing order here. Once again, Kevin Harvick is your winner here at Michigan. Second is Brad Keselowski. Third is Kasey Kahne. Fourth is Jimmie Johnson, pretty much the dominant car today. Fifth is Kyle Busch. Sixth is Denny Hamlin. Seventh is Earnhardt Jr. Eighth is Clint Bowyer. Matt Kenseth ninth. And right at the top 10 is Hornish Jr. 11th is Kurt Busch. 12th is Austin Dillon. 13th is Ryan Newman. 14th is David Regan. 15th is Greg Biffle. 16th is Paul Menard. 17th is Aric Almirola. 18th is Jeff Gordon. 19th is JJ Yellick. And around the top 20 is Joe Lohano. 21st is Reed Sorenson. 22nd is David Gilland. 23rd is Kyle Larson. 24th is Ryan Blaney. 25th is Danny Patrick. 26th is Justin Allgaier. 27th is Trevor Bayne. 28th is Lenny Castle. 29th is Brian Vckers. And around the top 30 is Jeb Burton. 31st is Truex Jr. Dillon Stewart all the way back to 32nd there. 33rd is Alex Bowman. 34th is Cole Witz. 35th is Casey Mears. 36th is back down the last car on the lead lap. And then here's the rest of your finish on the cars who were lapped down and finished had a DNF, which includes pretty much some good cars here out in contending for the chase. Were out of that race, which includes Jim McMurray, AJ Almindinger, Carl Edwards, and Rick Stenhouse Jr. And pretty much they were just caught off guard. First getting called Kevin Harvick is your race winner today. Next week we're at Sonoma for another road course. Once again, 2-mile road course there. And we'll see who's gonna get that one. There's for our third road course of the season. Once again, Kevin Harvick is your race winner. Once again, after Sonoma, we'll be back and we'll reach the halfway point on the season when we get to Daytona for the Coke 0400. But once again, Kevin Harvick is your race winner, and we'll see you at Sonoma for the Toyota St. Mark 350. Yeah.